Oh my god.
Wow.
Now you're reacting to the solo artist Gaho and his 2018 release called Stay Here. Gaho is in a project group made up of soloists under the name Planetarium Records, where each artist debuts alone, but also makes music with the rest of the group. However, this song was both written and composed by Gaho alone.
The lyrics are about not wanting to end or change a precious relationship. This music video is subbed, so make sure to turn on the CCs if you want to read the lyrics.
Definitely relatable.
Congrats. Thank you. I like this.
It's just the intro.
Well, it's nice. Good job on the intro.
Piano.
Low note. That is a real low note, bro.
Oh yeah, we got that motivational vibe. But that first note, all overtones, man.
I like the thought of that deserted road sounding like this.
What a bass. Like, it's not that low, but he really knows how to use it.
Ooh, nice register change.
Yeah, he's got a good falsetto.
Yeah, and he does a really good job of alternating between chest voice and falsetto.
Yeah.
And head voice.
Hit a hella low note earlier.
They're doing like an antiphonal thing with the singer and the piano and the chorus.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I love, okay, like the fact that the low notes in piano are so loud and bold and like the high notes are just so quiet and delicate. I love that. Great balance.
I like his melodies. It's a little unpredictable, but it's like very well written.
I like the pits,
What?
the strings.
Yeah,
the
new
pits.
stuff. Adding like intensity.
Well, we also, the piano's changed because in the first verse it was just like chord on the strong beats 1 and 3, and now we have like an actual like arpeggiation like rhythm thing going on.
He's got that like forward thing. Because it could be like really light, but he's like putting it somewhere. It's nice.
1, 4, 3, 2. Oh, he finally does the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's been doing da 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 da. Interesting. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah, he does a really good job of going from belt to falsetto.
Yeah.
Like it mixes really well.
Yeah, and it almost doesn't sound like less powerful like it normally does. It's a little more energy, a little more hopeful sounding. It's like something's happening. The way the strings have like those like repeated eighth notes, it sounds like walking, doesn't it? He's walking really fast. Da, 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 da. Sounds like it to me. I know he's not actually doing that in the video.
Beautiful voice.
Such lack of effort. Like it's effortless. That's the word.
Oh, he changes it to last time. It's great. Very creatively too.
Man, yeah, I like how when he runs and he goes through different registers.
Go back to her. We've got it.
Can we not? Can we not? Please?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Leaving us hanging.
Truly. I love this song so much because I love when songs have like such a like strong bass line like on a piano, like specifically like that's like a nice ass piano, and his voice. We need to talk about his voice, but I don't know what to say. I like it. I love it.
Oof. Trying to get my life together right now in this moment just so that I can speak and give good commentary. His voice was really great. So
I agree.
Specific things that I liked about it. He has a very kind of breathy, warm timbre that stays present no matter where in the range he's singing.
Yeah, evenness throughout the registers.
Yeah, there was some really, really lovely low bassy things that were warm, kind of like that kind of sound. But even when he went up into his head, his chest and his mixed and his falsetto, it was still there, and he had so much control over it, and he really used it. He's very, very accomplished with this instrument. I mean, it's like very, very clear to me that he knows what he's doing. And it was just like a really pretty tune, and the lyrics got me too. Like, it's so relatable. When you have a relationship and things are going well, and you know, sometimes that can change and things can get worse, things can get better, but always to have that vision of how it was in the back of your head can really suck sometimes. So I totally get the sentiment for the song.
Even just like the simplicity of the music video, it's like the focus is on the way that he uses his voice in an expressive way as opposed to like setting and chords and like heavy orchestration. I feel like the focus in this is drawn specifically to him because it's just him singing and moving around and walking around in this, you know, like it's sort of like a dawn setting in the desert, and so having him be like the focus of attention visually and also aurally, we really get to hear the expressive qualities of his voice. And you know, and he does have a killer voice, so it works. I mean, it's always a struggle when you try and take like a mediocre vocalist and put them in this context, but because he's very capable of using dynamics and expression and has really good musical sense of time, like he knows when to pull back and he knows when to like wait for the resolution a little bit. I think like he has very good musical instincts as well.
Yeah, I agree with like his individual capabilities. I've got no questions in that area. Again, like you said, it's it's a formula that works. But at the same time, like, if all music was about formulas that worked, I really feel like we wouldn't move forward. And so, yeah, there were, like, a lot of things that worked that we were able to recognize. I think a part of the problem was it was 4 chords on strong beats for so much of the song. It's not that I doubt that it meant something to the person who wrote it. I just wouldn't turn it on and listen to it.
I think I'm coming at it from a different perspective because I'm very interested in minimalism. Music. Okay. And so the movement of minimalism in music was all about simple, beautiful harmonies repeated over and over again with like simple, repeated rhythmic fragments. And so the interest lies in these pieces in like the development of the patterns and over time. It was directly in reaction against like serialism and like overcomplicating music and trying to control like every little thing and just make it sound really wild. It was really about like taking things away so that you can see the beauty of what's left. And I think that's definitely the idea here is, you know, taking away like a really like bright and colorful and super distracting video and taking away super crazy modulations and, you know, like really odd sounding chords and taking away like syncopation and like crazy rhythms so that we can really focus on the one person and his voice and how that develops over the song.
Wait, so you're telling me he got off the car to sing and he came back? What a guy.
There's something very clever about the chorus of this song where he sings the tonic, which is oh, and then he holds it and the chords change underneath him. So like the relationship of that note changes as the chords change. So it's really cool. And then he sings da 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 da. Instead of 5 4 3 2 1, it's 5 4 3 2 6. So it goes back to minor. It's like a melody that is fully aware of the chord progression that it's using, and it's just very very well written in that sense.
There's something to be said for something that is pure and simple and beautiful, and that's what this is. Because we're in the arts to connect with the emotional side of humans. I mean, though there are some people that take music and they want to, you know, go into the analytical side, the mathematical side, you go atonal serialism, blah, 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 which is fine too, but for the everyday person, music is more of an emotional thing, and I think that taps into that specifically.
Also, I think there's something to be said about great melody writing. Like, all the lines he sang, if you were to, like, take them out and play them on piano, they'd be freaking beautiful. I mean, they sound great on his voice, too, but I feel like you'd really be able to tell, like, the way, like, over the chords, like, none of it was, like, too, I guess, predictable, you know? They found another way to, like, create the wheel, you know? Or more so, you know what I mean? Like, it's still using the same notes that we always use, but just in another way. And it was interesting, it was captivating. And, like, the simplicity in it from a melodic standpoint was just, like, the fact that, like, if he was good, he'd sing a whole chorus and all the lines were coming down. And then he'd sing a whole chorus and all the lines were going up. And it's simple, but, like, that's the thing, like, people really underestimate the power of repetition. If you keep feeding the same idea to someone, they're going to start really buying into it. Like, look at bars. I mean, you think you'd be tired of it by the end, but, like, when, like, the whole orchestra comes into the end, it's like, shut that down, it's just like your whole body is just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah?
Hello everyone, I'm omg-horns channel creator, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed or learned something from it. If you'd like to support us or help ReacttotheK grow, you can do so by visiting our Patreon and help us out by pledging any amount you can. Big tip of the hat to our Superstar Idol patrons. Thanks for the love. Till next time.